I am hearing that Black women are going to Dubai and letting the men there take shits.
Whenever people talk about Dubai, we automatically assume Instagram models are very beautiful women doing a lot of strange things for money.
I am hearing that Black women are going to Dubai and letting the men there take shits and on them and do other degrading, explicit things. Black women, is this true? Like, are y'all going to Dubai and letting these men do these disgusting, degrading things to you for a bag?
Damn. And to be fair, this is what we always think about. I've been to Dubai twice and it's very nice. It's a lot of luxury going on there. A lot of people doing a whole bunch of nice things. That's the luxury side. The reality is that Dubai, just like any other big city around the world, has its workforce. You got your middle class, and then you have your lower middle class, and obviously you have your poor people. And today, I really want to focus in on that because when I was there, I saw so many beautiful women who were just like not there just starting it up. They were there working like regular jobs inside hotels, inside of restaurants, and that's what we want to talk about today. What is the dating market for, number one, Black or African women coming into Dubai and the normal woman in general? And so I found something very interesting.
One thing I can definitely tell you guys is that the men here are not after wives, especially men that are in their mid-30s. Mid-30s men are just here to just play with you. I'm just being honest.
So this is a young lady who's been living in Dubai since 2021. And she said that a lot of the men that are in Dubai, they are just there to play with you. They're not serious. Then I understood that I was getting somewhere.
The men in Dubai who complain about all girls in Dubai being gold diggers and all the dating life sucks and I don't know what. Listen, Habibi, there is nothing wrong with the girls in Dubai. The problem is in the places that you hang out in.
So just like any other big city around the world with a lot of wealth, obviously wealth will attract gold diggers. And this kind of ties into the lady's last point. If men are just here to play, then what they may think is that every lady is a gold digger. That could and could not be true. So I was like, okay, that must have some level of correlation because whenever I hear about men not being so serious in the market, it's probably always because men think that all these women want is just money. Let me see what I can get and then never give them what they want. Woo! And then it dawned on me.
Something that is very, very interesting about the Dubai markets is that you're going to see a lot of men that have a lot of money. I will be lying. Lights up. And with having money means they really don't have a lot of respect for women.
So this is something that was important. The young lady says the Dubai market, men have a lot of money. Now, this is not to say that everybody is a millionaire, but in comparisons to where she probably came from, there, number one, is a lot more foreign men there. And number two, Dubai has a lot more opportunities, a bigger economy, a lot of trade going on there. So the men have more money than, let's say, your average city in Africa or, even in the Middle East. So the guys there are doing fairly well. Now, if you're a woman and you're not making a whole lot of money, then you're going to want to date a man that has a lot of money. Now, if you guys don't know, in Dubai, a lot of people rent these kind of apartments. And what happens is they rent an apartment, but they kind of stack these people in like on bunk beds, right? And so Dubai is like so expensive. It really, really is expensive. You might spend like $200 a month, but you're living inside of a one-room apartment and like you're literally paying for like a bunk bed. So if you're like the normal chick in Dubai and you've come from like Africa, you've come from like, any of these other places, well, what happens is, you have to pay for your rent. Food is hella expensive. And so, if you go out to a night on a town, it's expensive. Like Uber's hella expensive. So you're trying to meet one of these rich guys if you're the normal chick. We're not talking about the normal Instagram model or anything like that. We're talking about you're the normal lady. You came from someplace in Africa or maybe some other spot and you're just trying to make it. Well, now you're meeting dudes that have a lot of money who are not really taking you seriously because they don't think you have a lot to offer. And then we find out the real reason.
The things I see and hear that happen in Dubai and the dating world, it's not normal. There's no such thing as like relationships or finding the one. It's all casual dating and situationships or just fun. Like there is no loyalty, there's no commitment, there's no anything.
So this lady is saying the men are really ruthless. But wait a minute, there's more.
I find, which anyone else here will agree with as well, there's a very imbalanced ratio of good looking men to good looking women. So to one good looking man, there's 20 good looking girls. So the men have a lot more temptation, a lot more options. They could literally go and get with whatever they want.
So for every guy who is attractive in Dubai, there are 20 attractive women. Now, I want to talk about this because I've seen this. I've only been to Dubai. I haven't been to like Abu Dhabi. But let's say, for example, if you like black women, you're going to see them in all shapes and sizes in Dubai. Nigerian, Ghanaian, Kenyan, Ethiopian. It's crazy, right? So if you're a guy and you're making a decent amount of money, you can get almost anybody that you want because the reality is that most of the ladies there, even if they're beautiful, they're probably not doing that well. I mean, and I'm talking about super, super thick too. And so what happens is guys who have consistent income, they're dating women that have inconsistent income. And the disparity is great. When you look at most people that are in Dubai, yes. I mean, obviously they have a lot of money. And we obviously hear about the Instagram models. Before the normal chick, you're making like $700 or $800 a month. And you have to send your family home some money back in Africa or some kind of Caribbean country. It's not looking good. Matter of fact, I even had one lady who checked me into Airbnb and she was from Colombia. Like it's women from everywhere in Dubai. So you already are at a structural disadvantage. It's just too many good looking women from all parts of the world. Now, we're not even just talking about Africa. You're talking about some women from the Arabic world, which I don't really understand how that works. But hey, you got Moroccan women there. You got women from other parts of the Middle East. You got your Russian women there. You got your white women there. You got your Colombian women there. It's so many women there that the guys can sit back and say, I'm good. All I want there is. And if you're super rich, you can even be very blunt about it.
If you have low self-esteem, don't move to Dubai. I was at the beach club today with my friend and she was chatting to this guy and he came back over later and was like, I just want to invite you on my friend's yacht tomorrow. He's having a yacht party. Like, do you want to come? And I said, am I invited too? And he literally looked me up and down and he said, to be honest, you'd probably have to go and show my friend your body or something before he decides. And I said, wow, your friend sounds like a... And he said, well, do you want me to lie to you or be honest? Like, I swear to God, this place is brutal. And if you don't have thick skin, then it's not going to end well.
Woo! Now, this lady is saying something that's important. She wanted to get on the yacht and the dude was like, look, if you want to get on the yacht, you're going to need to let me see what you're working with for my friend or let my friend see what you're working with. And she's like, well, hey, look, your friend is is an ass or whatever. And he was just like, look, I mean, it don't really matter if he's an ass or not. The reality is, if you're not going to do it, somebody else is going to do it. And the reality is, he's 100% right. Want to know why? Because in Dubai, so many ladies there Like they risk like overstaying their fees. It happens all the time, especially with African chicks. Some of the baddest chicks you'll see overstaying fees. Food is hella high. Everything's expensive. If you need that money that day, you got to pay your rent. And if you got to go on a yacht or on a cruise, and you can get $200, $300, $400 or whatever you got to do, listen, them ladies are going to do that. Those ladies are going to be on there clapping it up. And that's just to survive. We're not even talking about like honestly having enough value for a man to take you seriously, because that's a whole nother discussion. And so many beautiful women come into Dubai all the time. Like every day you get chicks coming from like Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, like some of the baddest chicks, fattest butts. They're going there looking for work. And it's just every day, thousands of new chicks are coming in. Thousands of new chicks are coming in. Thousands of new chicks are coming in. It's just too many women there. And so guys have so many opportunities. I would say if guys say Atlanta is the truth, okay, Atlanta might be the truth, right? Like no doubt about it. But you got women coming in Atlanta that probably can get a decent job, and people can kind of go back home in the same country. When you're coming to Dubai, you're coming to a country that's foreign. You're coming to make money. You're coming for an opportunity. If you're from like North Carolina and you go to Atlanta, it doesn't work out, you could just go back to North Carolina. You could just go back to wherever you're from, New York City. You can go back to Cali. It's hard if you're coming from Sierra Leone and you got to go to Dubai. You got to make it, right? And a lot of these guys understand that. And so they're not going to marry a chick that they can easily replace or find or just do something else differently with. I mean, as soon as you lose one, you just get another, and they're all going to be bad. They're all going to be good looking. They're all going to be attractive. And so like, what do you do? And this is why like the disparity is so bad in Dubai. Like it is probably worse than like any other city that I have seen. It's really, 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 really bad in Dubai. Because a lot of times some of the black chicks out there, you know, when they try to get employment or jobs, a lot of those jobs are held by Filipino managers, gatekeepers, and a lot of the African communities are not always united there. So, you know, they're really, 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 really struggling, especially with the blacks. And so the guys who have money, they have even more advantage to do all kind of weird stuff. We're not even talking about what you guys hear about. We're talking about just normal everyday dating. And so to be valuable to a man that has a lot of money, stable money in Dubai, that doesn't need you at all, and your replacement is coming into the country every single day, it is almost unfair to expect any lady to be in Dubai and to get a man, especially if you're black, and keep that guy when your replacement is 30 minutes away, like on 10 flights a day. Woo! People come to Dubai for trade, for tourism. Like money is coming in and out of there all the time. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Oshay D. Jackson back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. Which is your for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.